Well, good evening, everybody, or I guess at this point, when I'm recording this, good morning. It's 1:45 in the morning, and I felt compelled to sit down and do a quick little vlog because I'm a little pissed off about something. But I guess I start off by explaining why I'm up so early in the morning. Over here, my 360 has downloaded the newest episode of Walking Dead Season 2 from Telltale Games. And I've been sitting at my computer for the last almost 2 hours watching some streams and downloading a couple of games, a free game and a cheaper game. And I might talk about some of the game stuff later, but this vlog is about the stream, one of the streams I was watching earlier. It's by one of my favorite YouTubers. I did a video about him. It's DLive. He's kind of the guy who compelled me and pushed me to downloading Gmod several months back because I would play on his occasional streams he would do where he'd play Gmod with his subs and followers. And I have a little bit of mixed feelings tonight about him and just some of the stuff that he goes on about in his streams. Like recently he's stopped streaming a lot of Gmod and he's been doing a lot of games like Town of Salem, which I know it's over my head a little bit, but I just kind of hate it. It's such a boring, slow style game about deception and playing a role, and I like the games that are more action. Like if I'm going to play on the stream, I want to play something like Gmod. It's more fun, you're shooting, you're moving around and all that. You could still do the deception parts, but I don't know. Anyway, this is not about Town of Salem. He has every right to play whatever he wants. First of all, I don't hate DLive. I'm not pissed off at him, like personally, like this changes the way I feel about him. He's still one of my favorite YouTubers. I still support him. I still watch all of his videos and whatnot. I'm just saying about this one issue, I'm a little salty about something that seemed to have been making him salty about on the stream tonight. And that was what he perceives as quote-unquote cheating or stream cheating. When I play on his streams on Gmod, I still have the stream open in the background. You know, I'm windowed into Gmod on my computer. I'm windowed into that. I can't see the stream. I want the entire screen to be on the game so I can concentrate on it. And I use my headset here. This is my Turtle Beach headset that I originally was given by a friend for playing GTA Online. But I use it for all my PC gaming when I want to either block out other sound or when my daughter's over or something like that. So all I can do is hear in the background the stream that's on a delay of like 25 to 30 seconds. So when something is actually happening in the game I'm playing, I won't hear about it until much later. I think my game just loaded up back there. No, maybe it's just going to the screensaver. I don't know. I don't want it to blare all of a sudden in the background. But I like that extra light that was behind me. Anyway, I want to be able to hear the stream because, one, part of the fun of the stream is hearing the chatter, hearing DLive and whoever else he may be streaming with, Intuin, Dave, Wade, Minx, Ohm, all these different people. I like to be able to hear what they're talking about. Plus, if they decide they're going to change a map, change a server or whatever, I want to be able to hear what's going on so I can follow them. I don't want to have to tab out to the stream and see what's going on there. To hear something is so... it doesn't help you to hear somebody say something. Yet he made a lot of comments tonight on the stream about somebody cheating. Now, if somebody stops and tabs out to the thing and looks at it and then goes on with that information, sure, I understand that, but there's no fucking way that he can prove that that happened. Even if a person's player stops for a second, that doesn't mean anything. I don't know how many times I'm playing Gmod and I have to stop for lots of different reasons. Now my thing has just notified me that it's downloaded, I think. There's lots of different reasons why I have to stop sometimes in a game and then come back. Sometimes it's just a piss break. Sometimes it's because I got to scratch something. Sometimes you got to answer the door. Sometimes you got to go get something. You want to get a drink. You want to get something to eat. And he just went on and on and on about these particular, like a particular select few that he thought were stream cheating. And some of them, like, it's like he thinks that nobody ever plays those maps and nobody plays it. They were playing Prop Hunt tonight. I prefer to play Murder. But like on his streams, I don't play a lot of Prop Hunt anymore. I think I've kind of found it to be a little on the boring side. But it's still a cool mode, and if I had felt compelled to tonight, I might have jumped in on it, but I just couldn't get over his attitude about it. He just kept going on and on, calling people cheaters. And maybe that's the thing that I don't like. If I go in there and play the game right, despite the fact that, like I said, I listen to the stream in the background, if I got accused of cheating or something like that, that would be something that would change my attitude about DLive. If he was relentlessly on me, knowing that I don't cheat. Because one time he hovered on that. In fact, I was playing Prop Hunt once. It's been a couple months back, I would say. I was playing Prop Hunt, and I think I was a hunter, and he said that I purposely avoided some prop, and he thought that I was in league with this person, that I wasn't going to kill him, like, so they could win, and I had to have been on his team because he was probably spectating me. And it pissed me off a little bit, but he didn't push it beyond that. He's like, I think that those guys are working together, and then he never mentioned it again. Or it might have been Murder. It may have literally been Murder, and he may have said I purposely didn't kill somebody even though they were right there, which is such fucking bullshit to say such a thing. I play Murder, and especially when you play it with a bunch of other people, when you're talking like 10, 15, 20 other people on a server with you, you don't specifically go into a room and say, I'm going to get every single person in this room. I will sometimes chase after people that are going out of there and leave a bunch of other people behind. It's a split-second decision that you don't have time to really think about. But that was the only time that it's happened. And then, like I said, he hasn't streamed Gmod as much because a lot of people will come onto the streams and they'll post inappropriate pictures. Like you can do in a lot of those games, you can tag the walls with a picture of your choosing, and a lot of people put up pornographic stuff, very lewd and offensive and inappropriate things, and those are the kinds of things that somebody who streams on Twitch can get in trouble for, and then get their channel taken down and all that kind of stuff. So I understand that, but when he comes back, and the few times that he does come back to play it, all he does is just relentlessly accuses everybody of cheating. And it's bullshit to accuse especially your own followers of doing stuff like that. He's playing on public servers that a lot of times, I know they try to go into empty ones, but as soon as people show up in a server, I've seen that attracts other people who are searching for servers with other people on it. Because, who wants to go on to a murder server or a prop hunt server or a hide-and-seek server when there's nobody else there? You can't really play the game otherwise. I mean, I sometimes do just so I can explore the map that's there, but as soon as I go into a server, it's almost, unless it's the middle of the night like right now, it's almost guaranteed that someone else is going to join because, hey, look, there's somebody on that server. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of vent a little bit about that because I was really upset, and I felt for the people that he was accusing of cheating. Whether they were or not doesn't matter, because there's no way you can prove it just because somebody finds somebody on a map. I mean, I tend to consider myself to be pretty knowledgeable about the maps I've played on a lot. I have, almost 280 hours of Gmod since I downloaded it, and I think it was I looked at it the other day, it was either December or January of this year or whenever. I have a lot of hours in the game. I've been on a lot of maps. I kind of know a lot of the tricks. Not everything, not anywhere close to as much as some people do. But if my knowledge of that caused me to find somebody and then DLive just ragged on me and called me a cheater all the freaking thing because of my anxiety issues, it would freaking crush me and piss me off. And I'm not gonna lie, I unsubscribed to him tonight, which subscribing on Twitch means you actually pay a monthly fee to that particular person. I'm still a follower. I'll still watch his streams. I will still play on him if I get a chance, and I may subscribe in the future. But I felt like tonight I was going to take my $4.99 payment away from him because that was just too much. I think, and it saddens me because it would affect me, but I think maybe he should just swear off playing Gmod with his followers and subscribers completely, if that's the way he's going to look at it, as though everybody's always cheating and it's just a fucking game, man. It's just a game. You go and you play it for a little while, even though I sit around and play the game for hours sometimes. It's just a game. When people RDM, when people cheat, when people exploit physics hacks and whatnot, not physics hacks, there's not hacking involved, because I do it too, but I mean when people exploit things that you can do on the game, it's just whatever. It's just a game. Who gives a shit? You know, it's not MLG bullshit. So, I don't know. D-Live would never see this, but if I could talk to him and he wasn't being unreasonable and just suspecting everybody of cheating, I'd just be like, chill out, dude. It's just a fucking game. It's not a big deal. I know that he hates it when he is found or killed or whatever right off the bat, because he's a streamer and he has to provide something for people to watch. And if all he's doing is spectating and he's never getting to play, that's a bummer for some people. But on the whole, it's just a game. Chill out and don't worry about it, man. So that's all I have to say about that. I'm going to try to go play this episode of Walking Dead and then try to get a little more sleep. For those of people out there who may be concerned, I fell asleep on the couch for a while, so I've had some sleep. By the time I get done with this, I'll get a couple more hours. So anyway, yada yada yada. See you later.